Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the second match between Canata and Cal. It's going to be on Othello. Should be fun. This, I think it's not as good a cheese map, simply because of the way it's laid out. You do have the ramp, so it's easier to block your front door in. It is 4-player though, so you don't always get the scout off inside your opponent's base, but at the same time, I just don't feel like it's easy to cheese as Coliseum, and Coliseum just, that was brilliant by Cal. I've got to hand it to him. That was very creative. Honestly, even, I don't even know if I can call that cheese, because honestly, let's pretend a Protoss player did that just out of nowhere alongside. I don't know what a Terran player could really do to stop it. I mean, he can do a 2-factory push, but otherwise he's just going to have dropships in the base, especially when you put it to the north where siege tanks really can't reach over that ridge, even with a spot. So that was very creative on Cal's part. Honestly, I wonder if it's just a general fall. Now Cal, once again, going to go with some cheese. It looks like he's going to go for some sort of proxy here, sending that probe out way early. So it looks like he's going to put, he's going to set up, wow, in the middle of the map, and this is going to be interesting. The question is will Canata scout this? Will he send a scout kind of cross corner? And honestly, I think even if he sends it cross corner, I don't know if it'll come across this in time, because this is really pretty early. I think that was like his 5th probe. I think that was even, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't get an accurate count, but we'll see how Canata responds to this. The problem, though, is Cal is known for cheesing, and you can't cheese every single game because eventually players start expecting it, and eventually players start adapting towards it. And so even though Game 1, that was really brilliant cheese, I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off as well on Othello, just because, again, we'll see if Canata can seal his front door in time. A lot of this is going to come down to scouting. Basically, I think if Cal can get that probe inside Canata's base or just be harassing on that front door, looks like he's going to scout to the bottom left-hand corner first. As you can see, it looks like Canata already started setting up for that front door seal. He's got that barracks going down. So it's going to be kind of a timing thing, and it's kind of, it's 3 out of 4 odds, you know where your base is, so you got that 3 option, or I should say 1 out of 3, because anyway, whatever. Continuing, so 2-gate zealot push, and actually, wow, that's insane. Canata expecting cheese right there, as you can tell. He canceled building that barracks to get that supply depot down, just so he would have a front door seal. So expecting some sort of zealot push cheese in the meantime. He's going to, let's see if he goes for a 2-factory push. I think he can 2-factory push directly into Cal. Cal's going to have this is a pretty big map. Cal's going to have such a hard time getting units to go back to defend his base. These zealots, honestly, aren't really going to be able to do anything. Maybe Cal can do something elsewise. I just don't know what it is. Honestly, he's going to have a hard time defending his base. Factory now going up, and Cal, unfortunately, spotting Canata's base last, and Canata completely expecting this, having his front door sealed up, producing a Marine alongside. Looks like a probe's going to come around for the harass, but honestly, I just don't see this happening. SCV on the outside of blockade, so it's going to be able to scout. And that Zealot just starting to do a little bit of damage, what it can, but that Marine's coming alongside. And so second Zealot pushing up, but this is failed cheese by Cal. So Cal in a bit of a predicament here. We'll see what he can do to push out of this situation. But yeah, as you can see, and also that factory pushing alongside. And the only X factor here, I think, is Siege Checker Vultures now. And it looks like gas going down as well as a Cybernetic. I gotta assume that's a Cybernetics core. They didn't have that view there. I'm surprised that Cal, a Forge going down alongside for Cal. So it looks like he's going to try to put some cannons in the front door. This is extremely risky. Canata, if he does get siege, and he is putting down that machine shop, if he does get siege tech, I don't think that there's anything Cal can really do to stop it. And Canata just tempting those zealots up, doing a little bit of just trying to do a hit and run here. Cannon now going down at the front door. That even then, I think the SCVs are within range, that they're going to be able to repair that supply depot. There's still a mischance, so I just don't see this happening. Maybe he can try to seal them in at this point. I don't know. But Cal, I still feel like this isn't going to pay off for him. Now, once again, getting pushed up a little bit. There are 4 Marines there. Now he's getting his Cybernetics core down, and I think he would be better off getting, I don't know what he could get down in his space, honestly. Defending a proxy factory here from Canata. I don't know that Canata really needs to do that. He's getting a factory down to the bottom left-hand corner of the base. I'm not sure what that's about. Honestly, he could build it inside of his base and he'd be fine. Those Zealots starting to push back. Looks like that cannon's been canceled, but that's one pylon that Cal's going to be behind. That tank has been produced. That pylon's going to go down on his front door, so he's going to be somewhat supply hit. And he's already in a bad situation because he can't defend those gateways in the middle of the map. I think what Canata can do here is he can just research mines, bring that Vulture up, bring that tank up, and take those 2 gateways up, and that's going to put him far enough ahead, and then just rely on reinforcements to defend his front door. That's going to put him far enough ahead that he'll be okay. Robotics facility going down in the meantime for Cal, so it looks like Cal's going to try to make up with this with some sort of tech. an observatory, he's got to go Reavers, because the observatory isn't going to really do anything for him at this point. And that bunker, honestly, I think is enough, along with whatever's being produced out of that factory. Three zealots on that front door. Also, Canata can actually, while doing the 2 factory push, I think he could expand at the same time and be okay. My question is has Canata spotted this out? I have to assume that SCV came along there going to that southern location and know that those 2 factories basically are out. Maybe he doesn't know that those gateways are in the middle of the map. I was hoping he had an indication. He definitely built as though that were the case. And I don't know, maybe that's the X factor here. I don't know that Canata, in fact, realizes that that's in the base. And now Dragoon to go to the bottom left corner. It's going to back up, though. So almost that proxy factory almost detected as well. So, wow, actually. So mines have been researched in the meantime. I'm surprised Kanata's going for this because, honestly, Vultures can go when they push up. They can do a little bit of harassment at the secondary, but they're not going to be able to break the ramp. You can maybe put some mines down, but even then, those gateways are going to be able to produce units out in the field, and there's still some Dragoons out in the field backside, and now Robotics support bay going down, so Reaver's going to be out momentarily. Now that's been spotted out, so Canata has to go after that now, I would assume. He's still got those Vultures, just waiting to produce a couple Vultures. He's got 3 tanks, honestly. I think he should go now, just destroy that, putting down the command center as well. Just, yeah, take care of those 2 gateways, get... I don't know, a couple mines in your backfield. He's already got that engineering bay up. Get a turret up or something, and he'll be fine. He'll be way ahead in this map. There's still no gateway inside Cal's base. He cannot produce units inside his own base. In the meantime, he's also falling economically behind. So I think this is pretty firmly in Kanata's hands. He's got those four Vultures here. Still odd positioning here. Looks like a turret going down. So he's expecting maybe Dark Templar here. He's also getting turret in the backside, so it looks like he is expecting some sort of drop. I think he's expecting a Dark Templar drop at this point. And it looks like an expansion also going up for Cal. So actually, Canata not really able to read... Canata not able to read Cal's movements here. He's not sure what... He knows he's up to something, but he doesn't know exactly what. Probe going alongside maybe to get a pylon down up there just to do anti-drop. Kanata's being very defensive here, and I think this is going to end up costing... Looks like range upgrade. Now pushing up with those Vultures up in the front door, and I don't think this is going to do much, especially with that shuttle out there. I think he should just back these Vultures off and go for the gateway. No, he's going to persist. He's going to try to get those mines down. He has seen that shuttle, and that shuttle with that Reaver going to be able to stop these Vultures from really doing anything. More mines going down, and again, he can hit a little bit on this Nexus. He's not going to take this Nexus down with these 4 Vultures. Maybe if he brought a tank alongside, he's at least going to be able to kill that Zealot inside there. Maybe he's just trying to maintain a spot. But again, I think that if Canata, he's got to do some distance. Maybe he's going to go after those gateways in the middle now. But again, Kanata's been completely defensive at this point. I don't think that's been forced by Cal. I think that's more by Kanata's play. Those Dragoons for the moment are pushed in, but the Observatory is already down, so an Observer is going to be alongside. And the Reaver... Oh, didn't quite make it into the base. Oh, got dropped right outside. Only 5 health left on that Reaver. In the meantime, I think that shuttle can go up to the north, or it can go to the secondary, although I'm not sure that Cal really wants to risk it. He almost lost that shuttle. We saw Best do a similar build where he went kind of a speed shuttle thing, but it wasn't in this situation. 3 tanks at that front door, and yeah, there's that turret alongside, so he's not going to be able to get much done here either. Engineering Bay kind of spotting that out. Canata does have the economic lead, but I'm still surprised that he's not pushed into Cal at this point. I feel like he's just letting Cal into this game, dropping his Zealot backside, and see, he's going to get some shots off here, honestly, this Reaver would have to be on the defense if Canata was pushing up into him. He would have to rely on that Reaver, and still, the gateway's undisturbed in the middle of the map. I might have called them barracks a few times. Sorry if I, in fact, did that. Little wary and a little tired today. A couple mines going out at that next expansion for Canata, just I guess to get a spot out, but it looks like an Observer already heading out to take that mine out. And so Canata is actually back in this match, despite the fact that he's got, and a couple mines you can see going out otherwise, despite the fact that he's got 2 gateways in the middle of the map completely undefended. Incredible. And this is what I mean by Canata, is sometimes he plays fantastic and other times he just plays really poorly. He just does not play up to his potential. As you can see, it looks like Canata was trying to push out and get another expansion really quickly and wasn't able to because of that mine. So good mine placement there by Canata, but still this Observer is going to go out and spot, probably clear a couple of these mines out in the field. So it looks like Canata is going to try to turn this into a map control game, learning a lesson from Mine. We saw Mine do some beautiful map control against Best. Really ended up paying out for him. I think Vultures are very strong on this map. They have a lot of room to maneuver. I know that Canata is very good with Vultures, but still, I feel like he could still be more aggressive with tanks alongside, or maybe even a Goliath. I don't know. Do some sort of seal on on Cal's base. Still allowing Cal to kind of move that shuttle. He's getting down an additional expansion. And a couple mines, yeah, spotting out that probe as it's starting to move to the bottom left. A Dragoon right along